So we're on to part 9. Isn't that something? So we're going to do part 9 of When the Tables Turn, and we last left off with Jessica's husband is missing, and so far it's been a few hours before he has made it home, and they found his car on the side of the road. I wonder what happened to him. Oh, let's figure this part out. So Michael sat at that table. He finally decided to get up and leave and head to the hotel where he was going to be meeting the other 4 people and Clarissa later on that evening. It was about maybe 6:30, and he told Clarissa to call him at 7, but things weren't supposed to go down until about 9 o'clock anyway. So he headed there and he got settled into the room, and he looked around and he decided to bring him a device this time to see if there was any cameras in the room or any recording devices. So he walked around and waved it everywhere in every area that could possibly held a camera, big or small. He just waved it everywhere. And to his security, there was nothing there. So he knew ahead of time that there was nothing there before anyone else got into the room while he was in that room alone. So that's what he wanted to be sure of. So Michael sat there and he got on his laptop and he started typing away. He's into the chat room and he's letting everyone know, hey, I secured us a room and this is the location and this is the room number, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, of course, they chimed all in and everybody is game and ready to come through. So Michael called down to room service and asked them to bring him up some bourbon. It was his favorite drink. It was nice and smooth and it never really knocked him off his square. It kept him nice and chill. So that was his thing. Michael received a call from an anonymous number. He picks up the phone. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you secured the bag. Got it. Are you guys gonna hold the bag, or? I'm sure. I mean, my thoughts on this, ma'am, is that we don't need her to have any distractions. We need her to ourselves. And so if we have to disarm her, isolate her, if she has the bag in the house, in her life, she'll have a distraction. And then there will be so it was best to secure the bag. Exactly. Okay. Michael was talking to one of his bosses. Brian's disappearance wasn't an accident. It was something that they decided to do in order to isolate Jessica. They figured that her husband actually loved her so that they couldn't actually get him to walk away from her. There was probably nothing they can do to do that. So they had to get him away from her any means necessary. And they found a way. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. All right, well, I'm sure she's going through it right now, so You as well, ma'am. All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye. So they had him at a disclosed location, and unfortunately, Brian probably won't make it through the night. They had a few tactics in order to get certain information out of Brian because they needed some personal information about Jessica. But as of now, the location where they held Brian refused to talk. So, unfortunately, Michael sat there, and he knew that sooner or later Clarissa would be giving him a call. And the assignment he had on Clarissa was simple, but it wasn't that simple because she really had to pay attention. She really had to understand how to study, not just the things that she said and how she said it, but her expressions, her walk, the way she thinks, everything. Everything was important in order for them to accomplish what they needed to accomplish. So Michael felt like, well, he started coming up with the plans as he went because he didn't want to hurt Jessica because she was innocent. But he began to think like, well, I don't want to hurt her. But I can start dismantling her life. And that way, yeah, that's what we'll do. And then he'll use Clarissa as the decoy. So, finally, his phone rings. He looks, and it's Clarissa. Hi, good evening. This is Michael. Oh, yes. Hi, Clarissa. Yes, so we're going to be meeting at 628 South Michigan. 628 South Michigan. I'm sorry, North Michigan. I apologize. Yeah, North Michigan. Yeah, exactly. You'll just go right up to the desk and let them know that you're looking for a Michael Atkins. Michael Atkins, exactly. Yeah, and they'll send you right on up, and I'll let them know to be expecting you. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, I'll see you about 9 o'clock. Okay, Clarissa. Let's make it 9:15 and be on time. 9:15 and be beautiful like you are, but just a little extra. I have something very nice for you to put on when you get here. And of course, yes, you'll be well paid. Yes. Okay. Of course. Is there anything that you would like? Maybe a drink or something? Or do you have any party favors that you're into? I mean, what are you into, Clarissa? It helps to know. Oh, sure. I can get all of that for you. Yeah. I'll have it sent over before you get here. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Clarissa was not only into alcohol, this girl was into popping pills, and gosh, she had a history of doing things. So, Michael arranged for her to have whatever she wanted in that room that evening so that she could have a great performance tonight with the group. But see, Michael also wanted to know within the group who was the leak. There was a leak in the group. He was going to get to the bottom of it tonight because whoever that leak was in deep trouble. Because not only was it a leak, but they were harassing Jessica. They were trying to scare her. And he didn't like that. It was too messy. Already went too far. So he just sat there and he just thought. He wound up going into the chat rooms and letting them know what the young lady wanted, and then to make sure that someone had brought that along with them, and so he just typed away, and then someone responded, yeah, I got a hold of something, I got a hold of it, so no worries, I'll bring it along with me. And so he told them to get there at 8:45, not 9 o'clock, 8:45. He wanted them there early so that in that way he can walk out of the room, give them time to set up whatever recording that they had, and he can come back and wave his magic wand, to see if anything was detected.